Hey, what's up, everybody? So this is going to be a classic Ra2 game, and this is one of the ones from the archives. This is an older game that I have. So anyway, I'm going to scout the map.
Construction complete.
Ready.
Unit ready.
On my way. Can do. On the move.
Unit
Squared
ready.
away, sir. Moving out. I got the knowledge.
Construction complete. New construction options.
Scout the map, and I get the refinery. Always get the gems on this map. Like, if you haven't played it in a while, you might forget about that. To get the engineers. And this is one of the famous maps and Ra2 because you get to blow up the Eiffel Tower. Holy shit. But, it's not something you do in a 1 versus 1, so it's not really...
Construction complete.
Not really the goal, but I mean, if you blow up that oil, I think it blows up too.
Building.
So, this game is actually from 2013, but I think I had it in a special. I saved it special game because my upload speed was so bad back then that I couldn't really upload it because like it was like 3 gigs or something, and it would take like 5 hours because my upload speed was really bad. So I just saved the game. But anyway, blah 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 about that. You don't care about all this details. So I'm gonna rush him. No, kind of rush, because I realize this is Ra2, not Yuri's Revenge, so remember that. I realized on this map in Ra2, but not in Yuri's Revenge. Yuri's Revenge might be similar. Because I haven't done this map in Yuri's Revenge in a while, so I kind of forget. If you allies, you go straight tank rush, even if the Soviet goes 1-4, it doesn't matter. Because if he goes 1-4, start zooming out a whole bunch of grizzly tanks and kill 1 miner. And then you're going to kill 1 miner, and he's going to waste a lot of time making a miner a lot of money and energy. And then he's going to lose the game. Well, he's not going to lose the game. I mean, you got to damage him if he goes 1-4. But usually, Soviet has trouble because you can make air defense. And you're going to put the Soviet on the defensive. So, I mean, remember what I say about them in the videos. If you go straight tank rush, I mean, if you make not 1 from War Factory, and then you had to like at least attack because it'd be retarded not to.
Construction complete.
Because why would you not? Why would you make tanks and not use them? You know. So anyway, straight tanks is good, and the Soviets actually like to expand to the center to get the gems in this map, because it's really brutalizingly good.
Unit ready. New construction options.
And the attack cats would get you in this map too.
Ready.
So, and you got and I could try to steal oil if I want to. It's not really worth it to try to steal oil because you should focus on making a big army. Try to get 2 oils, not to get. You could try to get the 3rd oil, it would help. But making an IFV and making putting a lot of effort into getting oil is not a big deal. I mean, not worth it. So like there's this wall. I actually thought I could take that miner out because I was running through the wall, and I actually kind of hit him with a run by right there. Kind of hit him with a run by right there. Boom, boom, boom.
Unit ready.
And get out of there. Okay, so.
Unit ready.
So I'm trying to sneak around, trying to look for something to shoot.
Reinforcements ready.
My kid is acting like a silly kid.
Select target.
So, paradrop, where to paradrop? Somewhere in his base or something. Nah, it since like I got him on the defense, but I could try to steal oil if I wanted to. But
Unit ready.
that he's okay. He's kind of chasing me away.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit lost.
No, I could go for his MCV right there, but
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Going for the MCV, remember what I said about MCV? It's better to kill miners than kill the structures, because if you kill the MCV, you're going to lose tanks to do. He's going to sell it at the last second, and then he's going to get like a freaking... You're gonna lose a little bit of army belly, and then he's gonna get like kind of a rush from not making refineries and making buildings, and then kill you right after. So going for MCV actually not sometimes a bad idea, unless you know that like you're gonna get a long-term benefit of. Which you usually do, but not all the time. I mean, when both players have high momentum, don't really even try to kill the MCV. It's not gonna work out for you.
Complete. Reinforcements ready.
and I stole the oil and I put the pillbox so he doesn't get it back, and try to hold onto the oil. But if he really commits to getting that oil back, he could take it back if he really tried hard. But sometimes they don't try hard because they're so busy fighting.
Building.
Good to go.
Unit
How
ready.
about some action?
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Enemy side squared away. On the move. Sir, yes, sir.
So GI paratrop was pretty successful right there. It looks like he's scrambling all over. I got him all on the run. Got his oil.
Unit
Rocketeers are
Clear out the place.
pretty much pimped out right now, shooting all his stuff.
Unit ready.
But the thing with Soviet is you really gotta finish the job, because usually if Soviet's losing, what they do is they make a battle lab, and then they get a second chance when they get the Iron Curtain. That's the thing about you gotta remember with Soviet.
Unit ready.
It's like they could be not doing well, but kind of hanging in there, you know, behind the whole game, you know, losing battle after battle, but not really getting their ass kicked, but, you know, pretty much losing. And then they get a battle lab, get an Iron Curtain, go invulnerable, and then it's just like, what the hell just happened? I thought I was winning the game, and the Soviet easily, you know, knocked the living dog crap out of me with the Iron Curtain.
Unit lost.
You do not want to fight Iron Curtain if you don't have to. And now he's getting to the point where he has so many Rhino tanks. It's getting really dangerous, real dangerous right now.
Ore miner under
Oh my god! And by the way, holy shit! So I actually find the tanks not grouped up, so I couldn't attack. But my tanks are all damaged, so maybe better idea
insufficient funds.
not to get rough right there.
Low power. Structure sold. Structure abandoned. Unit ready.
And see this Rocketeers. This is kind of like our regular 2-style Rocketeer play. You see, they can harass a little bit better than they can use Revenge because they do more damage and they have. It seems like they have higher firepower. They just seem a little stronger and overall in regular too. But don't forget, in Yuri's Revenge, Allies is kind of better overall. The fact that they got the Battle Fortress, but need to see more. No, this is actually a trick I used to do when I quick match a lot, but I don't actually quick match as much. Well, actually not barely even at all anymore. It's called Suicide Oil with the pillbox. If I take his oil, I'll get the oil down to like 1 bar health, and then when he goes to take it with like Rhino tanks, he got my oil over there. So it's a freaking oil war right here.
Unit lost.
Paris oil war. But when you get the oil tech Derek, they get it down to the red, and then when he goes to, like, say, Rhino tanks and then the flag truck or the engineer in it, and then he take his oil back, then just blow up your own oil. It's kind of funny, and then you wait as long as possible to try to suck a little bit of money out of the oil, and then just, like, suicide your own oil before he takes it back. It's kind of hilarious. I used to do it all the time, and it freaking worked so well. I won so many games. I mean, it didn't really win the game. I mean, that's a very small part of the game, but I mean, it really, you know, got a lot of value out of it. And then goes to a split, and then like, oh my god. And that's another thing when you click on tanks. See, I actually click the fire hydrant or home booth or something like that. I don't know what it was. If you click a unit to fire by accident, what's gonna happen is your tanks are not gonna fire his tanks, and you're gonna just get totally slaughtered in a tank fight. And that's the one thing was you hold in Alt and then you move. That can never happen. And the opposite with control, Alt and Control are the opposite hotkeys. Alt means always move to a location, but not fire. Control means fire to a location, move to the location to fire on the location. That's what Alt and Control mean, the hotkeys. So anyway, one plane for a flak truck shooting, and he doesn't want to spend a lot of money on air because of the fact that if he knows he'll win the game if he gets so many Rhino tanks and I'm stuck on Grizzly tanks. He knows he can win the game like that.
Yes, sir. On my way. Destination, Commander. On our way, sir.
Get the oil back, and you kind of realizing at this point it's going to a long game. You know, I really want to get this oils. You know, for me, not for him.
Good to go. Good to go.
And he blew up one of my oils, and he's got, what does he got? I think he has 3 oils. I'm not positive. I think he has 3 oils right now. That's not good for me, but I got tech. I got Mirage and Prism, so I'm not looking too bad. And I'm like, I just need to kill this thing. Better to kill it.
Unit lost.
And I could get an ore purifier. Remember, so he has no industrial plant in Ra2, so long game ore purifier, definitely good for allies.
Unit lost.
And sometimes I don't really rush the ore purifier. Sometimes you get the ore purifier too fast, you kind of lose. So it's kind of getting into a complicated game, but the fact is, you know, the tension has kind of like slowed down a little bit because he got my oil back. Because of the fact that, he said that he got the Ivy, but now he might blow up that oil. It's fine if he doesn't now. I'm not gonna try to save it because my tanks are gonna go single file or like only like double file or something, and then. Well, he's not shooting, huh? What do you know?
Unit ready. Construction complete. Reinforcements ready.
You see, he's repairing his tanks. Oh, super weapons are on. Does he have a battle lab? Does he know? Because if he gets the Iron Curtain, it's gonna be really difficult. But he might not even.
Building. Unit ready.
Sometimes if you make a corner sphere, you kind of tell him, you know, buddy, make a battle lab. Your Iron Curtain's gonna kill me. So.
Our base is under attack.
He didn't. I don't know if he had a waypoint or not, but it looked like he did, or he just clicked real fast. I couldn't really tell. Blow up the oil right there.
Unit lost.
I got him under the attack right now.
Unit
Raj
ready.
and
Unit lost.
Grizzly tank. And when you start to get enough where you could support prison tanks, then it gets to the point where he has desolate you. It's gonna be too hard for him.
Insufficient funds.
I don't care about going low power for 1 minute. I'm getting a lot of money out of that purifier.
Can do. Got it.
Construction complete. Structure garrison. Cannot deploy here. Reinforcements ready. Our base is under attack.
So now he might blow it up.
Select target. Building.
He's blowing up the Eiffel Tower. He doesn't care about
Squared away, sir.
He thinks he could get the oil back, but it's close, a little bit closer to my base. So why does he think that? I don't know.
Orders. How about some action? Double time. On my way.
So
Securing position.
yeah, it's getting into where I'm getting a little bit of advantage of the fact that can fill up these buildings with GIs. But notice that a lot of this buildings are
Structure garrison.
halfway damaged or blown up totally, where you could pair them with the engineer, but
Our base is under attack. Building.
now he's gonna blow up the oil. Actually, it's a wise choice at this point. I'm just popping pillboxes on his engineers. Now I could try to attack, but gotta watch out for desolators. Actually, his army's so big, it's a little dangerous. He could desert bomb me, you know. Probably, you know, a percentage of my army is Mirage tanks, so I can get melted. So it's not easy to finish him off right now. Not easy. But if I use the Mirage tanks right and there's no desolators in sight, I could win. But actually, his army is pretty damn big, though. His army is pretty damn big. Look at the size of that thing. So he could actually. I'm not positive that I could beat him. It's pretty close. You know, if I used to.
Unit ready.
When it gets like this, now it's like you gotta get prism tanks now, because just Mirage alone might not win. I think it won't win because he had oils, a lot of Rhino tanks, and he could kind of just run me over, kind of just run through me and just blast everything away, do a base trade, and I'm gonna have to, you know, maneuver my Mirage tanks wrong. Now is the point where I need the prism tanks. And always remember that the desolators are a threat. And I think I don't want to make a corner sphere because he's not going to make a battle lab. I do not want to fight a... Do not want to fight an Iron Curtain.
New construction options.
Unit reporting. I've got
Unit ready.
On my way. Yes, sir. Good to go.
Sorry, I was about to cough. I do not want to fight an Iron Curtain. It's very dangerous. I think I just repaired that thing. I didn't did it. Wasn't looking. So anyway, he my MCV, moving to MCV. When you move to MCV like this, that means you're really trying to win. That means really trying to win. Now I could put Gap Drainer wouldn't be a bad idea. And that's actually whoa. Did I remember that? Because this game's from so long ago. If I gotta get my money to remember that, holy shit. But
Ready.
I was actually thinking the same thing that I would think. Maybe that's how I didn't remember. I was thinking a gap generator. Oh yeah, maybe I make one and then I did the
Unit
same thing.
promoted.
Oh, the GI's actually
Construction
not doing bad.
Securing position. Good to go.
low power.
But I gotta make another power plant first.
Unit reporting. On our way.
Or I could make another power plant, or I could
Building.
actually, yeah, I do to stay higher power. It doesn't matter if I sell another refinery. Now, if I could gobble all this ore on the bottom, this ore patch right here, I should win the game. I know I could stretch this way. If I stretch toward upward,
Watch my six.
then I could basically put pillboxes when the desolators come.
Reinforcements ready. Ore miner
Well,
under
it's not-
attack.
Destination commander.
Structure garrison.
Bound forward. Vehicle ready. Outstanding.
Some Mirage and Prisms. I don't know what he was doing. Was he chasing miners over there? Really, he's gonna take his own army to do that? That's kind of silly. But I could actually popped him right there. One of them popped him, but I didn't.
Building.
I'm more worried about. I'm not worried about like catching a couple tanks. I'm worried about the whole freaking army. It's like I'm not trying. I'm going for major objectives right now, not small objectives, because
Abandoned.
if I get distracted.
Our base is under attack.
Whoa, he is really coming at me.
Construction complete.
He could just take a fraction of his army and just. I can't really stop it. Like, look at that. That's just a fraction of. That's like what, like
Unit lost.
20-30% of his army, and it's really struggle to stop.
Building.
I mean, I got these
Building.
Mirage and Prism tanks right there, but holy shit. Well, he does not want to run into buildings on my tanks.
Base is under attack. Unit
He
ready.
really should have got the Iron Curtain. He really would have been in better shape, but I think I could still got him. And now look at my money skyrocketing. Look at my money skyrocketing. Over what 12,000?
Construction options.
It would have never been nowhere near that high if I didn't get that ore patch. Plus the ore purifiers
Under
now.
attack.
And the corner miners. That's the cool thing about corner miners. Just get the
Building.
they just get the hell out of there when things get rough.
Building.
Vehicle
Unit
ready.
lost.
Commencing assault. Orders.
Looks like
On the
I'm
move.
getting
Unit
this.
ready.
Kind of looks like I'm winning the game, but let's see how big his army is.
Outstanding.
Training.
Kind of made some mistakes. Now he's gonna try to. Looks like it has to be a
Unit
desert
ready.
bomb. What else could it be?
Unit ready. Unit lost. Construction complete.
Since Corner Sphere is being built, I can't make a pillbox. And
Destination commander.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready. Low power.
Ready to roll. Securing position.
Building.
Unit reporting. High speed, low
Building.
drag.
Construction
Bound
complete.
forward.
Construction complete. Building. Unit ready.
reporting. Securing position.
now I got now I got the Corner Sphere and the
Construction
making some stuff. Now I could basically try to kill him.
Base is under attack. Unit lost.
Because he doesn't have a huge army anymore. I know. of.
Unit ready. Our base is under attack.
Destination
Unit ready.
zone. Yes, sir.
Ore
There's only 4 tanks right there. And I think he did get my MCB. So, huh.
Destination closing in.
Unit ready. Unit promoted.
They're starting to mass desolators. He could have done that. He could have done it before, but made a coal advance, a bad lab, coal advance Iron Curtain. It would kind of. I think maybe it would have worked. It could have possibly worked, but
Unit lost.
Destination commander. Vehicle ready.
the thing is, he
Unit
didn't.
lost.
He's losing everything. He has a lot of desolators. Now he's got a bad lab. Too late.
Unit ready.
Too late. Nothing he could really do
lost.
because I could just
Unit
basically
promoted.
Unit reporting.
drive away from those desolators.
Away, sir. Away.
Not use my Mirage tanks, finish off his stuff. My Mirage tanks just on his miners and stuff, and then just finish off everything
Unit ready.
slowly with Grizzly tanks. Now I'm starting to make Grizzly tanks, not Mirage, so I could go a little bit through the desolators and not die.
Outstanding. Good to go. Ready to roll.
Desolators have a little bit less armor than Yuri's Revenge, so you could actually kill them with the Grizzly tank bullets.
Outstanding.
Unit promoted.
A little bit easier.
Unit reporting. On our way, sir.
Unit ready.
Destination position. Ready to roll. Forward.
Unit lost.
High speed, low drag.
Unit ready.
Driver up. Driver up. Vehicle ready, sir.
Warning.
Outstanding.
Iron curtain detected. Unit lost.
So everything's dying. Everything's
Chronosphere
dying.
ready.
Yeah.
High speed, low
Unit
drag.
ready.
Good to go.
Unit lost.
Tell you, I have a cold. And I usually don't cough. I don't smoke. So. I have. I usually don't get sick, but I'm not that sick. It's just a cough. So anyway,
Unit ready.
Outstanding. Destination
Shit, now look at how fast the grizzly tanks zoom out, and yours advantage when you get that many grizzly tanks that fast. Sometimes you actually I forget how fast they build, and then I look at a war factory like at the place where where the grizzly tanks come out, and I just see like a pile of tanks. I'm like, holy shit, these tanks are insane. That's the thing I like about Red Alert. If you're a grizzly tank guy, Red Alert 2 is the game for you. I mean, a lot of people have passion for grizzly tanks because they really are a hardcore unit. I mean, if they didn't make grizzly tanks and rhino tanks good, like really good units, Red Alert 2 wouldn't be such a great game. I mean, you kind of feel the energy of the.
Unit promoted.
Because the tanks, when you feel a move, you can just kind of feel the energy, the momentum, the power, and that's the reason why people love the game. Good game.